Hi guys, today we're back with a landscaping business. It's late November, winter's here, snow's in the forecast early next week, so today we need to get the company ready to go. Plows on the trucks, skid steers in parking lots ready to go for the first snowfall. This morning, on the way to the shop, I'm stopping by the local hardware store because I just bought a few things. I bought a new snowblower and a salt spreader. I know we have a few, but one or two broke last season, so we'll pick these up and we'll head to the shop. If you guys want to see more here with the landscaping business, please hit the like button, it's much appreciated. It has been a busy past few days for the business. A few of the guys have come in to help me out to get everything all ready to go here. To put the salt spreaders on, we have to get a few of the trucks ready, take the tailgates off, and do things like that. Now for the skid steers, we've had to make sure everything's greased and all ready to go there. But I'm thinking, why we're already in the GMC, why don't we get my truck all ready to go here? I have a Fisher stainless plow, which is always the last one here in the line. See if we go a little bit more, and that minute mount system really does help us on out. Sweet. We'll just have to hook up the electrical. Got that side in, got the other one, and I think we should be all set. Let's see. Well, if all the plows can go on like this one here, I don't think this would take too much time, but there's always something with these plows and things like that here. But before we do that, I do want to do a few of the ones in the shop. Now we will be plowing big parking lots, driveways, and sidewalks here. So I actually did find an old cab that I put on the John Deere tractor. So this should be all set, I think. We'll probably just run the standard bucket on that. But the other thing I really want to get done early today is to get the Ventrac ready to go, since this one will be dropping off at a site. Let's see if we can get the mower deck disconnected here, and we'll put the snow pusher on it. One of the big selling points to having this Ventrac was the usability with all the different attachments here. But oh yeah, look at that. So we have a 6-foot pusher on this. This is going to come in really handy. Yeah, that's going to be pretty sweet, I will have to say. But why don't we get going on some of the other pickup trucks? I think, let's see, what is next should be the new Ford. And then we'll do the Ram with the Salter. Like I mentioned, guys, snow is in the forecast, so if we do get a snowfall, guys, I'm going to be bringing the camera along for sure, and it will be a lot of fun. Now, it is company policy that if you are not driving the truck, the plow has to be lowered. That way it's a little bit less wear and tear on the trucks, and it just kind of helps out here. Now, this Cummins, guys, will be putting the Salter on. I'm thinking, why don't we put the plow on just in case the plow doesn't work. It's a little bit easier to not have to keep maneuvering around. Sweet. And let's see if we could get backed up to this Salter. Now, I was just thinking, guys, I don't think we have all the electrical. I think it's inside the shop, so I'm going to have to run and do that. So I think we'll probably get this in place, and I'm thinking we'll probably leave the rest of it for the worker to do. Right about there should be good. Sweet. And we'll get the stabilizers, we'll get that all set. But next is going to be the dump truck. The Ram 5500, guys, is going to be our main salt truck here. Since it is a dually, we could have a much bigger Salter, and this is what we'll be using quite a lot. So we just have kind of a standard straight blade. No need to spend that extra money when the main priority for this truck is just going to be just kind of putting salt on the parking lots here. And this Salter, guys, it's a pretty big one. So let's see if we could get this one on. I think the Salter is on. Yeah, that looks good. We'll have to put the chains on it, and we'll have to get the electric hooked up here. And electric is always a bit tricky with these Salters, so I'll leave that for the worker. The last thing we have to do, guys, is get the blades on the skid steers. Now, all 3 skid steers are going to be going out to sites all winter long, so they're going to be out in the cold. We'll have them plugged in, though, for the block heater to help it. kind of get fired up on those cold mornings. But otherwise, yeah, these machines are going to be put to work. These plow so many parking lots. It is great. So we'll have to try to capture some of these on camera. Now, I was thinking about buying some extra kind of street tires for some of these skid steers, but I think we're just going to go with the dirt tires for now. I don't really want to spend the extra money on those other tires, so we'll have to see maybe after a storm or two if we need more traction or something on some of the tires. We'll have to look at that, but let's see. Sweet, so we got this one all ready to go, and we just have one more. Snow plowing is one of my all-time favorites here in Farm Sim, and it is so exciting to get the fleet ready to go because we are going to be super busy this snowfall. The weatherman says we're getting a lot of snow, and hopefully we do because I want to make some money pushing snow, and we definitely want to get to use all the machines, especially this next-gen cat. I really want to try it out soon. I think that would be a really cool thing to do. So let's see here. Now the backhoe, I actually rented a snow pusher for that. So we won't be doing that today. That one has to be driven about a half hour. I think it's about half hour to 40 minutes to a huge shopping complex. And that's what that will be. And we do want to bring the bucket because we'll also use that to make some pretty big piles of snow. But I'm thinking the last thing we probably need to do is why don't we get one of the trucks. I'll actually use my truck. And we will actually get one of the skid steers loaded up, ready to go. And I will drop it off at the parking lot on the way back home. Towing a skid steer and also having a snow plow on is quite a bit for a truck here. But hey, it's going to have to work. And I might, if we don't get a lot of snow, take my plow off. But usually all the work trucks here at the shop, they have the plows on until springtime when we do take them all off. So it's going to be quite a while for most of the fleet. And I will occasionally take mine off if I'm going out of town or something because it's pretty quick and easy to end up doing that here. But I'm going to, like I mentioned, get this dropped off at the parking lots. And actually, why don't I show you guys one of the parking lots we do, and then we'll probably call it a day from there. Now, throughout the winter, guys, we will be continuing to work on equipment, getting everything ready to go for this spring, so we'll still be making some purchases. And if we don't get some snow, or if it de-thaws enough and the snow melts off the ground, I might try to throw in a few extra jobs to throw in those jobs will make us some extra money. So I think we'll also try to do that. I think that would be a really neat thing to do. But we are coming up on this big commercial site. It is, I believe it's like 2.5–3 acres worth of parking lots. We have a few different entrances. You guys can see it's this huge area back here. So the skid steers are just the most efficient for kind of snow plowing parking lots here. So we need to get this kind of put into its parking spot here out of the way. Yeah, we're actually going to be putting it in this corner here because there's a plug, and I need to put an extension cord from the block heater to the building. But there we have it, guys. I have 2 more machines to get dropped off and then drive the backhoe out to its parking spots. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video, getting everything ready for the snow season. Until next time, thanks for watching, stay tuned, and subscribe for more.